Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and welcome to the case open video of the Festival Collection, or the Festival Booster 2023, as I have said. In the previous video we opened a full box live, and now I have opened all 30 boxes from an entire case, or an entire carton, whatever you want to call it, and we're going to just go over all of the foils that were pulled, but ignoring all of the commons. So, strap yourselves in, folks, this might be a long video. And I've also sorted them into order of FFRs at the top, followed by ORRs, or ORRRs, because it's 3 Rs, followed by triple rares, followed by double rares, followed by double RE+, followed by RE cards. So, that is the order, and let us go over what we got. So let's remind ourselves what we got in the first box. We got ourselves the FFR Wilster. We also got the ORR Evergreen Transfer, or Transfer. Then Alessio, Florence, and then we are into the double rares. So Crossing Luminaries, Orchard, and Trixie, and Kure. So we got 4 double rares, and then it was Beware of Overeating Eileen, the front effect trigger for Dragon Empire, the Knight of Piercing Cadwalda, and the effect crit for Brantgate. So in this first box we got 1 frame rare, 1 ORR, we got 2 triple rares, no RE pluses, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 double rares, and we got 4 REs, the reprint foils. In our second box, so in the entire case, we got 3 FFRs in total. So that's it, there's only 3 FFRs. This one, and this one. That's it, 3. The rest of them, you get an ORR in every box. You get multiple triple rares, and I don't know if the double rares and the REs are the same number each box. So let's go through them. From this point onwards, I'm going to stop reading out the names of the cards. I'm just going to be showing what the cards are. So this is the... It's called ORRR, but I'm not going to call it that. I'm just going to call it ORR because it's what is its official name? Let's see here. What is this called? Over triple rare. That's what they're called. Okay. So we've got 1 over triple rare, 2 triple rares, 1, 2, 3, only 3 double rares in this one. But then we've got our first RE+, which has the triple rare foil that you can see there, and is slightly different from the rest of the REs. So the RE pluses, I noticed I did not have a playset of this from opening a case. So that's going to be interesting. Once I finish recording this video, I'm going to sort the cards out, and then I'm going to continue recording and show how many of each card I've got. So that is something to look forward to at the end of the video. And then we've got 4 reprints. Box number 3. We got the... It's also very strange that we got all 4 over triple rares in a row. So we got 2 triple rares, 1, 2, 3 double rares, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reprint rares. So there was 6 reprint rares in this box, which is crazy in comparison to how many we've got from the previous ones. We only had 3 triple rares, or 3 double rares, sorry, and 2 triple rares. So is that considered a good box or a bad box? I am unsure. Over trigger, or over triple rare, 2 triple rares, 1, 2, 3 double rares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reprint rares. This is box number 5. Over triple rare, 2 triple rares, the same 2 triple rares as in the previous box, 1, 2, 3 double rares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reprint rares once again. This one, over triple rare. 2 triple rares. Severe deja vu here. Like this one and this one, always these 2 triple rares. 1, 2, 3 double rares. We got another reprint plus, RE plus, which has the triple rare foiling. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 reprints. So it seems like this took the place of 2 reprint cards, because in the previous ones we had 6 REs, and this one has 4 REs and 1 RE plus. You still get your 3 double rares, your 2 triple rares, and your over rare. Curious. ORR, triple, 2 triple rares, 1, 2, 3 double rares, reprint plus, and 4 RE pluses. So once again, we got 2 triple rares, 3 double rares, 1 RE plus, and 4 reprints. So I'm going to see a pattern with the numbers here, with each one. Over trigger, or over rares, 2 triple rares, 1, 2, 3 double rares. I think you always get 3 double rares. Then we've got 4 reprints and 1 reprint plus. Interesting. Over, 2 triple rares, 1, 2, 3 double rares, reprint plus, 4 reprints. Now this one, FFR, and this is the FFR of Florence, which is for Stocia. The ORR, regular triple rare of Florence as well. So we've got 2 triple rares, ORR, FFR, 1, 2, 3 double rares, 4 double rares. We got 4 double rares in that set, and then we also got 4 reprint rares as well. So you get 4 triple rares, no, 4 double rares if you get an FFR. That's curious. Over rare, 2 triples, 1, 2, 3 doubles, 1 reprint plus, 4 reprints. What box are we on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is box number 12, ORR. 2 triple rares, 1, 2, 3 double rares, reprint plus, 4 reprints. Over, 2 triples, 3 triple rares. 3 triple rares in this box. This is the first box we've had that has 3 triple rares. And then 1, 2, 3 double rares, and then only has 4 reprint rares. So it seems like the triple rare replaced the RE plus in that box. We just check that. That was 3 triple rares? It is. I just had to make sure that there wasn't a reprint plus in there that I'd missed. And over trigger, 2 triples, 3 triples once again. 1, 2, 3 double rares, and then 4 reprints. Interesting. And now we're on 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this one is the halfway mark of the case. So over, 3 triples, again, which is also this guy. 1, 2, 3 doubles, and then 4 reprints. Very interesting. Over, 3 triple rares. Yep, that's interesting, all right. 1, 2, 3 double rares, and then 4 reprint cards. Over, 3 triple rares, again this guy. 1, 2, 3 double rares, and 4 reprint rares. Now this one is our third and last frame rare that we got, which was this little guy again. We got the over trigger, it is the over trigger actually, the over rare trigger. 2 triple rares, 1, 2, 3 double rares, 1 reprint rare, run reprint plus, as well as the FFR as well, and then 4 reprint rares. So that was a hell of a thing. Yeah, these ratios, maybe you guys are keeping track at home, but I've kind of lost track here, so I'm interested. Over 2 triples, 1, 2, 3 double rares, 1 reprint plus, and 4 reprints. Next up we have over 2 triples, 1, 2, 3 doubles, 1 reprint plus, 1 reprint plus, and 5? Hang on, what? So we got the ORR, 2 triples, the 3 doubles as per usual, we got the RE plus, and then we suddenly have 5 reprints as opposed to 4. Huh. I feel like we got an additional RE there. Over 2 triples, 3 double rares, reprint plus, 4 reprints. Okay, back to basics, back to normal. Over 2 triples, 3 doubles, 1 reprint plus, and 5 reprints again with the reprint plus. So it seems that you can get a box that has 5 reprints and a reprint plus, rather than 4 reprints and a reprint plus. Over 2 triples, 1, 2, 3 double rares, reprint plus, and 4 reprints. There we are. That is back to normal again. This one, ORR, 2 triples, 1, 2, 3 doubles, reprint plus, and once again 5 reprints. So it seems that you get either 4 or 5, and there doesn't seem to be a reason to it that I can foresee. Over rare, 2 triple rares, 1, 2, 3 double rares, reprint rare, 5 reprints. Once again, reprint rare, 5 reprints. Also, there's only been very few boxes that you've pulled 4 double rares instead of 3. And I think both of them were when we pulled a frame rare as well. So that's interesting. Did I just look at this one? Hang on. No, we didn't. Okay, so over rare, 3 triple rares, 1, 2, 3 double rares, and then 4 reprint rares. Okay. Over 2 triples, 3 doubles, 1 reprint plus, and 5 reprints. Interesting. Then we're down to the last 3 boxes here. So over 2 triples, 3 doubles, 1 reprint plus, and 4 REs. Over 2 triples, 3 doubles, 1 reprint plus, and 5 reprints. And in our very last box, we got over 2 triples, 3 doubles, 1 reprint plus, and 4 regular reprints. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video here, and I'm going to sort these out into the different rarities. I'm going to also sort it and see how many of each card it is that we got, and see, in theory, how many we still need, how many we have too much of. Is it worth buying a case, or should you just go for singles? So those are the questions that we shall answer in just a moment, folks. Please bear with me. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I have sorted out everything, and we are going to do the O triple rares first, the over triple rares. Let's see exactly how many we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of this one. And you might be asking yourself, how many do you need? The answer is this should be in every deck that you're not running the Chalice or the thing that searches a grade 3 and a grade 4. So really, you want almost infinite of this, because it's going to get played in almost every single deck. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of this over trigger. And you may be asking yourself, how many of this do we need? How many decks is this good in? The answer is an exact and precise, very definitive 0. There is no deck where this is the best over trigger in it. Not currently, at least anyway, unless something amazing comes out that requires me to get stuff from the drop zone. But at the moment, no. I don't even know what you would put it in. Then we have this over triple rare, which, let me just read this out for you. Search your deck or drop zone for a total of 2 grade 3 or grade 4 unit cards with different card names. Reveal them, call all the revealed grade 3 cards to rearguard circle, and put the revealed grade 4 cards into your hand. If you search the deck, shuffle your deck. You may also search for only 1 card. So you don't actually have to search for 2, you can just search for 1 card. So what is this good in? It is good in every single grade 4 deck. All of the decks that have a grade 4 in them. This should be played as your one of. However, there are other decks, such as Flagberg, which you can search out 2 separate grade 3s, call them to your guard circle. It gives you additional field, gives you more attacks. There's a few other ones that is quite good to just search 2 grade 3s. And the only one that you would search 2 grade 4s is in the original Varina, where you can search the grade 4 Nirvana and the grade 4 Varina, add both of them to hand, and then get the skills off of both. So this is only required in those decks, so it isn't played in that many. And then we have this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you'll notice that I got 7, 7, 7, and this one we've got 8 of. So, is that right? 7, 14. There must be another one we got 8 of. Did I miscount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we got 8 of this one as well. So that is good. So, how many decks does this over trigger need to go into? The answer, well, as you know, if you've been watching the channel for any length of time, I own every deck in OverDress, and I need 19 of these. 19. 1, 9. That is how many I need. I need 19 of them. Because it is better than the Stochia over trigger in every single deck. The Keter Sanctuary over trigger is only good in Bastion and Minerva. Other than that, in every other Keter deck, you want to replace it with this over trigger, especially in Youthberg, because Youthberg, you don't really want the ability to draw a card when your rearguard attacks, especially if your rearguards have already attacked. Does not help you. This infinitely better. It also really helps with a lot of other things like Magic Lord Blaster. Like, the only reason it's good in Bastion, the Keter Sanctuary one, is because you attack with grade 3 rearguards, and those have twin drive as opposed to single drive. That is the only reason that is better there. The reason it's also good in Minerva is because you get off multiple attacks. You get to call out units, and you get off more attacks, and every attack you do, you get another drive check. So that's why that is amazing in there. That's better than just getting off an additional 2 attacks. But this skill, this ability, it has two things. So choose one of your rearguards and stand it, and it gets the additional effect that once per turn, at the end of the battle this unit attacked, stand this unit until the end of the turn. If you did not choose a card, draw a card, choose 1 card from your hand and call it to rearguard. So even if you don't have anything on your field, you still draw a card and you call one from hand, so it gives you that additional attack as well. But where this is very, very important is things like Flagberg or Maelstrom or such. It allows you to get off 2 attacks that both have the over trigger power on it, and that is so much better than the Stochia over trigger, which is just plus 10 to the front row, plus critical. You draw an additional card, so you draw 2 cards instead of 1 card, and you also heal only if you meet the conditions, which is arguably the worst over trigger in the game, with the exception of this. This is maybe worse than it. But that is my reasoning for wanting so many of these, because it is played in so many decks. And also this thing can just kill an opponent. If you get this and a critical trigger, it's very, very difficult for your opponent to guard this with crit twice. Or even if you're doing it in Zorga and you have a Roman Prison Dragon that has a plus crit on it, and you get that thing to attack twice with 100 million, it's very near enough impossible. But if you do it with anything like Youthberg, this makes Decisive Axe good again. I mean, you have to be lucky enough to drive check it, but if you drive check this onto a Decisive Axe, you win, because the opponent can't guard it twice. Like, the opponent has to be on 3 or less damage and then be willing to take 2 damage off the Decisive Axe, or hit heals, or hit their own over trigger. Those are the only options, those are the only outs to that scenario. So yeah, that is pretty crazy. It's not an amazing overtrigger. I think the Dark States overtrigger is the best. I think Brantgate comes a very close second, and I think Dragon Empire restanding your Vanguard is a lot better than restanding your Rearguard. So all of those are much, much better. The Keter Sanctuary one is only good if you drive check like at least 4. Because if you're not drive checking at least 4, if you're just drive checking an additional 2 or an additional 1, it's not worth it. Like, you might as well just play the overtrigger that gives 100 million to 2 units instead. But if you are drive checking, or if you're getting multiple attacks off as well, that also absolutely helps. The Keter overtrigger is probably still better in Hexorb as well, because so many things get off abilities on triggers. But even at that, I'm not sure that this isn't better in Hexorb, because this will just kill opponents. That's what it does. That's what its effect does. It kills opponents. Okay, so that is the over Triple Rares. So like I said, I have 8. I also went and bought myself an additional 5 of this, so I have 13. So that means I need 6 more, which is almost another case. So these things are a massive, massive pain. There's a lot of cards that are probably going to have to be shared between multiple decks, which absolutely sucks. Next up, let's go into the triple rares before we go into the rest. So I've sorted these out into these little things first of all. So this is the thing that has the effect, if your opponent's drive check or damage check revealed to trigger, this unit gets plus 10 power and plus 10 defense, and then they all have their own separate effects. So the Dark State one we have 6 of, because we got the FFR. I'm just going to put this up here. There we are. The Keter one we got 5 of, and this is a required 4 of in Bastion, so that is very essential. We got 6 of the Brantgate one. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the Stochia one, because we got the FFR. So I think the FFR was like the additional one there. We got 6 of the Dragon Empire one. We have 6 of the Lyrical one. And now this is another generic Lyrical card. This is the grade 2 that every other clan got in the previous set, which is when this is discarded from your hand during the raid phase, Soul Blast 1, put this in the bottom of the deck to draw a card. Then this one has the additional effect, so the lyrical version. When this unit is placed in rearguard, if you Persona Road this turn, Card Blast 1, choose one of your Vanguards, and it gets continuous Vanguard skill. All your front row get +5 until the end of the turn. So, not amazing, considering, you know, if you get the over trigger, it is infinitely better. But I mean, obviously, if you don't, that is still okay. But yeah, it's okay. Now we're into the dress ups. So this is the dress up for Wilstra, which we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 of Wilstra. The cat, Lorno, we got 5 of. The Alestio, the angel, we got 6 of. Accidentally knocked the camera a little bit there. The dragon girl, which is Clarissa, we got 6 of. And then Felty Rosa, who was the ghost vampire girl, we got 5 of. So, we do have a playset of everything that we realistically need here. There's a few, I mean, literally all 5 of these, actually all 6 of these, can get played in multiple different decks. The question is, how many are you going to use? That is what the question comes to. Like, 4 of this is definitely going to be used in Bastion. I don't even know where the rest of these are actually played. I don't know what decks actually have space to use those, so I don't know. However, 4 of this is going into Lornell, 4 of this is going into Welstra, 4 of this is going into Alestio, and 4 and 4. So you only need 4 of each of these. The additional spare ones, those are literally just spare. So that's how that works. One thing is, this is also Ghost, I believe, so that also works with Felty Rosa, should you want to go using it in that deck. Right, that is the triple rares. So the triple rares you're generally fine for. You're fine for the main triple rares that you want from the set. If you buy yourself a case, it is the rest of it that is the problem. Also, I can hear you guys screaming to sleeve your FFR. Don't worry, I am never planning on selling it. This one's mine. It is entirely up to me what I want to do with it. And once it is sleeved, it shall never come out of a sleeve, and once it belongs to me, it shall never not belong to me. So you don't ever have to worry about it being out in the wild and being a PSA 9 instead of a PSA 10. It is perfectly fine with me. I'm never going to get it graded. I do not care enough. Next up, let's look at the double rares. I'm not going to go over the names of these, we're just going to go over the numbers. So we got 6 of this one. You'll find with the double rares we got almost everything in multiple that we needed, so we are fine. So there's 6. We got 6 of this one. Now this is the one that seems like it could be pretty good, because it's on place, Card Blast 1, check top 7 for a dress up, add it to your hand, and then shuffle your deck. So that basically searches out Persona rights if you're playing any of the dress up decks. That seems like it might be decent. However, what do you play in? You know, what has the space to use it? I am unsure. We got 6 of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 of this one. No, that is 6. Oh my goodness. There's one hiding behind the other one there. I've been staring at cards for far too long. 6. This one is a 5. There is a 5. That one is a 6. Another 6. So you can see that we're getting 5 or 6 of every version of usually cards. That's a 6. There is a 5 right there. That is another 6. 6 there, and then there's only one grade 3, which we got 6 of. So there's only a few that we got 5s of. So 6, 6. This one we only got 5. 6, 6, 6, 6, only 5, only 5, 6, 6, 6, only 5, 6, 6, and 6. So you can see there is 4 cards that we only got 5 of, but still more than enough for a playset for one person. However, if you're planning on splitting a case, things are going to get awkward real fast. It has been that way for a while with Bushiroad. Now we get into the reprints. Now this is where it gets horrible. So let's go, oh my goodness, I knocked the camera. Let's go through the RE pluses first. All of these guys have the triple rare foiling. So this is the only one that we got 3 of. Again, not a playset. I don't have any of this because we weren't given this promo in the UK by the UK distributors. So I still need 1, and actually I need 5 because I intend to play this in both Phantom Blaster and Magic Sword Blaster. So I actually need another 5 of this guy. Everything else, I'm just going to spoil it for you, we got 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. So we only got 3 of this, and this is the one that's actually really good because that's the one that I really needed. Thankfully ahead of time I managed to get 4 of this, and the Baron is already showing interest that he wants some of these as well. So those 2 are probably going to go to him. I'm probably going to keep the playset, of course. And you only need 4. It's only used in Draconic Overlord. It's not played in any other deck, so that's completely fine. This promo we had plenty of. This one, this one, this one, this one. No, actually this one I'm not sure on. This wasn't a promo, this was from a set. Yuka is another one. It's extremely expensive. I believe on Big Orbit it is currently sitting about £35, which is far too much to be paying for this card. It's played in quite a few decks, but really the only 2 decks that make the most benefit from it are Kairi and Haruset. And you don't really need more than 8, if I'm honest with you. I don't think this is particularly amazing. I think you've got better cards that you can play in literally all the rest of the lyrical decks. Of course, you could play it in the one-of in the Highlander deck, this thing, if you really wanted, but I mean, with the Highlander deck, you'd pretty much play whatever you want. It's just nonsense and fun. But, oh, I accidentally messed that up. So, in a case, you get 2 of everything, and 1 card you will get 3 of, it seems. At least that's how my case went. And then last up, we have the RE cards. Now, the crazy thing about the RE cards is that there are 39 of them. Yes, that is right. There is 39. So let's just look at here. There is 4 ORRs, some of which you need almost infinite of because they're played in every single deck. There is 12 triple rares, which you get more than a playset of in each one, which is fair. There is 16 double rares, which we got 5 or 6 of each one, which was good. Commons, don't care. FFRs, you only got 3, but that's fine. We got the Wellstraw one, that's the one that I wanted. And then there's 9 RE pluses, which you saw there, we got 2 of everything with the exception of 1, which we got 3 of. And then there are 39 RE cards. 39! That is a stupid amount to have 39 of anything. There are more RE cards than there are commons in this set. Why? Why? Whose idea was that? Who was like, you know what? I think we need 39. Who was like, 12 isn't enough. We need more than 15. 18 is still too low. Let's go for 39. Why? Jeez, okay. Well, We got some playsets, but not many. So I've put these out into order of clan. So that's what we're going to look at these by. So the first one is Dragon Empire. Brand new all art Varina arcs. We got 3 of. Stealth Dragon, this thing, we got 4 of, and I don't know why this was reprinted. Is this played in anything anymore? I don't think it is. I genuinely don't think this is played in a single deck. We got 3 of the Effect Perfect Guard, which is just perfect to... I mean, if you play the Order PG, sure, and you have 1 playset of Perfect Guards. We have 3 of the Effect Draws, we have 4 of the Effect Crits, and we have 4 of the Effect Fronts. So, almost enough for a playset. You put 4 heals next to that, and you've got a real bad deck. Because you really should be playing 8 crit. Or 7 crit and 4 fronts. And the overtrigger, of course. And 4 heals. I don't know why this is here. It feels like it is just wasting a space. This should have made it from 39 down to 38. Really should have. There's no reason for that there. Next up we have Lyrical, which you would expect, considering this is a largely Lyrical set, to be one of the higher ones. It's not. We got 4 Beware of Overeating Eileen, which is fine. It is a very good card. When it boosts, you can check the top card of your deck, and you can choose whether or not to put it on the top or bottom of your deck. So, very, very cool. We have 3 Clear Shimmer Auras, which is when they attack, this unit boosted hits. Retire this unit, search your deck for up to 1 order, reveal it, put it in your hand and shuffle, which is fine because that is played in a couple of decks. It is of course played in, it can be played in Lorno, which is the cat deck. It can also be played in Michu, with Cannonball Girl. It can be played in, there's a few decks that use orders. So there's the one that puts the orders into Soul, there's a few things. It can get the gem as well. So yeah, this is fine. Both fine ideas. 4 of the Effect Perfect Guards. 4 of the same Effect Perfect Guards, I should point out. There were multiple different Effect Perfect Guards when these first came out. We've got 3 Effect Crits, 3 Effect Draws, and 3 Effect Fronts. So we've got 3, 3, 3. So I think with everything, we've got at least 3, and we've got a maximum of 4. So I think that is the running pattern when it comes to the RE cards. Let me just put the Lyrical things away, and next we're going to look at Dark States. So let's make sure that we have all the Dark States here. The next one's going to be Brandgate. So this Marjois. When this unit attacks for your final rush, put another rear guard in Soul, draw a card, Soul charge 1. This unit gets plus 10,000 until the end of the turn. Why was this reprinted? Who was asking for this? Who was begging for this to be reprinted? Why is this not something like Brainwash Swirler? Something useful, something more... Look at this. This came out not so long ago. When it's placed on rear guard, look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Choose a card from among them, put it in Soul, and put the rest in the bottom of your deck. I believe this was in the Draguled starter deck, so at least it gives you that in foil, should you want it. Steam Gunner Gunram, yeah, Steam Battle Gunram, it is being played in a couple of different decks, so that's fair. If people didn't have access to it from set 1, that's fair. We've got 4 of the Effect Perfect Guards, which is very nice. We've got 3 of the Effect Draw Triggers, we got 3 Effect Crits, and 3 Effect Fronts. There we are. Those should help. Also, another good thing is that all of these cards are shiny, all nice and in foil, so it keeps your triggers all nice and foil and shiny. Of course, you can't get them in SP, which you could in the original sets, but you don't have to worry about using them in their base rare form like they used to be. Next up is Brandgate. Detonation Monster Bovine. Is this not like the 3rd or 4th reprint of this thing? I mean, I know that this has the word monster in its name now, but it had the word monster the last time it was reprinted as well. And Who is begging for more of this to be brought out? I don't think it's even particularly amazing, to be honest with you. We've got 4 Ravenous Monster Maelstrom, which discarded a set order from hand in countercharge 1. That is a horrible card. I would never play it. 3 effect perfect guards, 3 effect draws, 4 effect crits, and 4 effect fronts. So once again, we are seeing all the cards being between 3 and 4 with this. Honestly, I would prefer infinitely more effect draws and effect crits rather than effect fronts, but that is just me. I generally like to play... Generally, most decks, I'll go 3 effect draw, 4 effect crit, 4 regular crit, over trigger, 4 heals. With some exceptions, I'll maybe go to 4 draws, and there's very, very few decks that I'll actually play fronts in. There has to be a very good reason for me to want to play fronts before I actually start using them. Next up, Stokia. We have Clapping Dragons! Foil happy Clapping Dragons! I know not many people would have asked for this, but I'm very happy about it. I really like Clapping Dragon. It's only good in Lorno. No, it's not even good in Lorno Mask. It's only good in base Lorno. But he is so happy. The Clapping Dragon, he's so happy. We got 3 Maiden of Deep Impression, Urgeois. When you would swap rear guards, you can swap in the same row, and your unit in front of this cannot be chosen by your opponent's card effects. It's like a really bad... The fox that I've forgotten the name of. Except it's playable and everything rather than just Magnolia. I don't know why this was reprinted. Wild Intelligence, yeah, that's completely fine. This is one of the best orders in the... It's one of the best generic orders. It's play with Counterblast 1, mill the top 3 cards of your deck, then choose any card from your drop zone and call it. So it doesn't have to be one of the 3 cards that you mill. It can be literally, it's literally Monster Reborn, but you mill 3 first, which is huge. It's really cool. It also has an additional effect if you've got King Magnolia, but you don't really care. I mean, really, it's Counterblast 1 to Monster Reborn, bring back 1 card from the drop zone. 3 effect perfect guards, 4 effect draws, very nice. 3 effect crits, less nice. And 3 effect fronts. That's what we got there. I will say, I really like the foil Clapping Dragons. I think he's hilarious. Let's look at him. Oh my goodness. He's so happy. Look at how happy that little boy is. Oh my god. And he's huge. It will kill opponents. There won't be much they can do about it. We have the Alt Art Fosado. Now this would have been amazing back in set 1, and since set 3 I don't think it's been played in any deck whatsoever. So why was this chosen to be given an Alt Art? I don't know. I don't even think it's all that amazing. I mean, it was amazing in the first few sets, but not anymore. We got 4 Knight of Piercing Cadwalla. This was in the Youthberg starter deck, and this is actually really cool to have because it's played in a few different decks. I am currently playing 4 of it in Minerva because it Soul Blasts during battle phase, which allows you to get off effects from your soul that get effects when they're Soul Blast. So that's really good in that. People still play it in Youthberg to this day. I don't play it in Youthberg anymore, but I can understand why people do because it's really good. And it's also played in things like Graham Grace, and I've seen people use it in Thegra, which I don't know why people are playing it in Thegra, but I have seen it used in Thegra. I wouldn't, but some people do. And yeah, it's just a really good, it's fairly decent generic card, which is really good, and that's fine. 3 Painkiller Angels, yeah. Whenever I have a space in a new Keter deck and I don't know what to put in it, I'll largely just put Painkiller Angels because they're generically good. So Yeah, having additional painkiller angels is fine. They are pretty much always good for the future. 3 effect perfect guards, 3 effect draws, 4 effect crits, and 3 effect fronts. And with that, finally, done! We have went through an entire case. The only thing I've not went through is the commons, and am I hell going through the commons? You couldn't pay me enough to go through the commons. I will let you see the commons, but we are not going through them. But I will show you exactly what a case of commons at 3 cards per pack, of which 1 or 2 of them are always common. You get this many commons. I guarantee you I have at least a playset of everything, if not more so. Like 2, 3, 4 playsets of commons. I mean, there's 39 RE cards, there's 33 commons. We've got a lot more commons than we've got RE cards. So, that is it. That is 30 boxes of Festival Booster 2023, the 5th special series for OverDress. A lot of cool cards in here. I would like some more of them, because particularly some of the ORRs are very necessary for a lot of decks. If you've only got like 4 or 5 decks, sure, you know, this is absolutely great, this is fantastic. But it's also really good if you've got all of the original lyrical decks, because it rewards you for having kept hold of those and not having just moved on to the newer lyrical decks, because that Welstra, which was the weakest deck by far in lyrical, has now arguably become the strongest, which is crazy. And it was literally 2 cards that was the difference in that, which is absolutely insane that that's all it took to make something go from undesirable to undeniable. There's a little Cody Rhodes reference there for anyone that doesn't watch wrestling. But there we are. That's it, folks. That is it. We are done. So, it is now time for me to do my outro, and then I may consider going to sleep. So, that is going to be it for this video, folks. I really hope you all enjoyed. If you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.